Hey everybody, Coach Sprout here to talk to you guys about a few different things today. I've had a few people ask and request to see and hear about a few different things we do in our program in terms of throwing and the fundamental work that we do every single day. I walked through a youth baseball tournament at Eastridge at the complex a year or so ago, and I saw an Egan team doing this before their game, and I'm like, that's the same thing that we do before our game. I feel like if we do this throughout our entire program, it's going to help the kids develop a consistent routine before their games, both at the age of 10 all the way up to 18 when they're playing at the high school level. So a couple things we do with our throwing program is it's consistent. Kids know it. They can very easily do this on their own. Sometimes it helps with a little supervision to actually make them follow through on the specifics of it, but they know it. It's consistent. We do it every single day in practice and in games so that kids know the drill, and you don't have to worry about that while you're managing other things. And then again, they're focusing on mechanics of throwing and some glove work mechanics as well, so that they do them right now, and in the game it comes naturally as they're working on it. We're going to get into those in a second, but we're going to take a quick look at some of the sponsors for Eastridge Baseball here.
Trojay's Trash Pickup Service, Kevin McDonald's Farmers Insurance Group, Core Trust Bank, Wood Lane Dentistry.
Okay, so a little bit about the throwing program that we have in place every single day. Kids will do this in the gym, they'll do this outside, and they just work through a routine to get themselves ready to throw. The first of which, they're going to be down on their knees, and they're going to be quite simply doing a wrist flip. So they want to get a good four-seam grip where they're going across the seams like this. They're going to have their elbow at their shoulder height, no lower, and they're just going to work right away by just doing a little wrist flip, working on finishing out in front with their hand. So, just with their wrist. Again, four-seam grip, just with their wrist. The area you're going to see kids is they're going to want to use their whole arm. Get them closer if they're too far away and they feel like they have to do that. Alright, so they're going to work on that with their partner. They're going to do that for about a minute. Then you're going to have them switch and they're going to go to forearm. They're going to be doing the same thing, but they are going to use this forearm now. And again, they're going to work on finishing out in front. If you see them back here, flipping it up like this, that means they're not finishing out in front with their throws. So they want to be right here. Finish. Down, and that ball should have kind of that downward effect to it and not rising up as they're throwing it. Again, forearm, wrist, finish out front on top of the baseball. Then they're going to stand up, and they are going to work on the next part of our throwing drill, which is their figure eights. They're going to have their shoulders set up just like this, facing their partner. They're going to start here. They're going to do 2 figure eights with their arms. And then they're going to turn their shoulder, get up on the balls of their feet, and they're going to lean and throw. Alright? Why are we doing this? We're working on getting this front shoulder set up towards their target. Quite simply, kids sometimes throw like this, and they aren't using that front part of their body to make sure they're lined up and to get all the power into it they can. So, balls of their feet, 2 figure eights, and then they're going to get that shoulder lined up, lean, and throw. See this glove? As I throw, my glove is going to be up here nice and tall and pulling through. Alright? They're going to do that for about a minute. Alright, next thing they're going to do, they're going to do shuffle, shuffle, throw. So as they're facing their partner, and I can turn this way so you can see a little bit better, but they're going to be right here, ball and glove. They're going to shuffle, shuffle, and they're going to throw to their partner, moving towards them. Again, working on getting towards their target and throwing the baseball, and then it's constant movement for about a minute with their partner going back and forth. Now, after that, that's when they work back into regular toss. You want your players to be at 90 feet if they're at that level of baseball for the bases. 90 foot of catch, and then have them work back as far as they can for 10 minutes if you can get them and you have the time to do that. As far as they can. The biggest thing is you'll know when they've gone too far in long toss if their mechanics start breaking down. And what I mean by that is when that elbow starts dropping down and that whole body starts getting like this. As soon as you see them doing that to throw, they're getting too far. So have them go as far back as they can where they can still shuffle and stay on top of the baseball and finish out front. You want to have them throw as long as they can on a line to play catch with their partner. Then, after, like I said, 8-10 minutes of that, you're going to have them shorten up with their partner, kind of maybe 15 feet or so, and they're going to finish with rapid fire. And all that is really quick catch with your partner to get those feet moving, shuffling the feet and throwing as accurately as they can with their partner. Do that for 30 seconds to a minute, and you've done and completed your throwing program. You can do this in practice, in the game. After that, you're going to go to your Fundies work, which is quite simply with your partner. You're going to start close together. Our kids do this every single day, inside and outside. We call it run, throw, fundies. They do their warm-up running, they do the throwing program we just talked about, and then they go into fundies. Fundies is this first part. You're going to start with your partner. You're going to be bare hands, just like this, and you're going to be working with two hands. You're going to be up here, chest on top of your knees, and you and your partner are about 5 feet away, and you're just fielding the baseball out front of your body, getting to that throwing position. And you're going to do that for about a minute. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to stand up. You're going to do the same exact thing, except for you're going to be standing up. So, right here, right, left, field, right, left, throw. For about a minute with your partner, you're going to be doing this. Right, left, field, right, left, throw. Okay? Then, you're going to have them throw their glove on, and they're going to be doing the same thing. Right, left, field, right, left, throw. They're going to do that for 30 seconds or so. Then, they're going to start at that backhand position, same type of drill. Right here. Do that for 30 seconds or so, then flip over to the forehand side. Same thing. This is all within 5 to 6 feet of your partner that you're doing this with. Maybe a few feet further than that, depending on the type of ground ball they're rolling to each other. You're going to do those sets. Then you're going to end with short hops doing the exact same thing with your partner. They're going to throw short hops at you right when the ball is just lined up straight with you to start for about 30 seconds. Alright? They should be firm short hops. No lollipops, nice and firm. Challenge them to get that glove out in front. Alright? Once you've done that for 30 seconds, then they're going to do the same thing with their backhand. Alright? They're going to work on getting that glove out front. And again, it should be firm throws, nothing soft. The firmer it is, the easier it is to actually field the short hop. Go to that forehand, just like that. Okay? So again, you've got fundies to do. You run, you do the throwing program, then you do that series of fundies that I just talked about and went through here. Your players should be ready to play the game once they get done doing that. Then you can take your pregame infield outfield, take some swings with wiffle balls, do whatever you need to play the game or to continue with the rest of your practice. So there's a little bit about our pregame routine.